To see a man's true colors, tell him that you don't plan on having sex with him. To see a woman's true colors, tell her that you don't plan on marrying her. We love being mentally strong, but we hate situations that allow us to put our mental strength to good use. Nothing is as irritating to a shy man as a confident girl. There is a correlation between the number of days since a man last had sex and the number of things that he is willing to do for a woman. A relationship is likely to last way longer if each partner convinces or has convinced themselves that they do not deserve their partner, even if that is not true. Looking but not seeing is the hearing but not understanding of the eye. Most women think cheating is disgusting until they fall for a man that likes them back, but isn't willing to leave his lover for them. A genuine enemy is more useful than a fake friend. It was masturbation, not willpower, that made it possible for gazillions of women to walk down the aisle with their reputation and their hymen still intact. Life is a process during which one initially gets less and less independent, and then more and more dependent. Some people will insult your intelligence by suddenly being nice or nicer to you once you make it, or they think you have. Every single person is a fool, insane, a failure, or a bad person to at least 10 people. It is still cheating, even if nobody comes. Education is what they equip you with, just in case your dream doesn't work out. Most people believe most of the things they believe only because they believe that most people believe them. Shyness is a luxury reserved for those who are above the poverty line. To a beggar, being shy is deadly. An educated woman is seen as a human being with a vagina. An uneducated woman is seen as a vagina with a human being. Not smoking is not an achievement. Like virginity, it comes standard. Life punishes those who have things in abundance by making them worry about petty things like what to wear or which car to drive. He who fails to achieve a dream set by himself is more honorable than he who succeeds in achieving a dream set by his society. 12% of people with glasses wear them as an attempt to see better. 88% of people with glasses wear them as an attempt to appear smarter. Morals are nothing but a civilized society's attempt to tame some beast called man. When you are unemployed, weekends are 7 days long. Women who do not play hard to get are hard to get. The smiles of the unhappiest are often the widest. Life demands more thinking than remembering. He who is ready to die for his country is a fool, for he didn't choose where he was born, and where he was born didn't choose him. Reality is what people who lack vision see. Plagiarism is the fear of a blank page. Needs are imposed by nature. Wants are sold by society. If everybody was treated like they matter every day, birthdays wouldn't be so special. Some people talk about other people's failures with so much pleasure that you would swear they are talking about their own successes. Some women do not masturbate for pleasure. They masturbate to make a political statement, to remind us that women do not really need men. Some of our friends are our friends only because we used to be friends. 98% of the things said by a drunk man are true. 98% of those said by a horny man aren't. 12% of people marry because they are completely in love. 88% of people marry just so they are then liable for only half of their rent. Ambition is greed rebranded. If every lover was treated like they matter every day, Valentine's Day wouldn't be so special. If love wasn't conditional, everybody would be in love with everybody. Some of us were brought into this troubled world primarily or only to increase our father's chances of not being left by our mothers, or vice versa. In fiction, we find the predictable boring. In real life, we find the unpredictable terrifying. Facebook gives people an illusory sense of being liked. There is more to life than making a living. Do not work more than you live. When a man cheats, it is said it is because he is a dog. When a woman cheats, it is said it is because her man is a dog. Though you can love what you do not master, you cannot master what you do not love. It's the invention of clothes, not nature, that made private parts private. Some people hate people who are overconfident, only because their overconfidence reminds them of their underconfidence. Most people do not have a problem with you thinking for yourself, as long as your conclusions are the same as, or at least compatible, with their beliefs. Freedom of speech is unnecessary if the people to whom it is granted do not think for themselves. Freedom of speech gives us the right to offend others, whereas freedom of thought gives them the choice as to whether or not to be offended. Being shy is a symptom of a low self-esteem. Some of the best things that have ever happened to us wouldn't have happened to us if it weren't for some of the worst things that have ever happened to us. Beliefs are conclusions reached by men who are lazy to think for themselves. Life sometimes reminds us that it is sometimes heartless by giving something or someone we really need to someone who does not need or even want them or it. Some people avoid thinking deeply in public, only because they are afraid of coming across as suicidal. The most upsetting thing about society's attitude towards disabled people is that many millions of disabled people became disabled while trying to please society, the very same bitch that secretly regards them as subhuman. Pain, unless it is physical, was sold to you by your culture. If we had to earn our age by thinking for ourselves at least once a year, only a handful of people would reach adulthood. Religion is a non-alcoholic man's alcohol. Alcohol is a non-religious man's religion. We are sometimes dragged into a pit of unhappiness by someone else's opinion that we do not look happy. A normal person is what is left after society has squeezed out all unconventional opinions and aspirations out of a human being. You cannot be truly humble unless you truly believe that life can and will go on without you. Most people do not really want others to have freedom of speech. They just want others to be given the freedom to say what they want to hear. Expensive clothing is a poor man's attempt to appear prosperous. Who smile while they are alone used to be called insane, until we invented smartphones and social media.